The White House is moving quickly to honor Charlie Kirk's legacy by turning grief into action and strengthening conservative unity ahead of the midterms. President Trump's team is weighing strong measures to hold left-leaning nonprofits accountable, including tax and anti-corruption reviews to protect Americans from political bias and extremism. Vice President J.D. Vance and other leaders are keeping Kirk's movement alive by engaging younger voters and highlighting his vision for American greatness. The administration is doubling down on its law and order agenda, determined to confront threats against conservatives and restore fairness in public life. Kirk's death has inspired massive memorial gatherings, energizing the conservative base and giving Republicans renewed momentum while Democrats remain divided. President Trump announced that U.S. forces successfully destroyed a second Venezuelan vessel allegedly transporting narcotics, signaling a firm stance against drug trafficking. Trump emphasized that the strike, backed by intelligence and military confirmation, targeted confirmed narco-terrorists threatening American security. By ordering decisive military action, Trump highlighted his administration's commitment to protecting Americans from dangerous drug cartels. Supporters praised Trump's bold approach, arguing that it serves as a strong deterrent to traffickers and reinforces U.S. leadership in the region. The president underscored that his strategies are already reducing illicit maritime activity, demonstrating his resolve to confront cartels hand-on and keep drugs off American shores. Charlie Kirk, 31, founder of Turning Point USA and a close ally of President Donald Trump, was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University. Known for debating students and hosting The Charlie Kirk Show, he built a powerful media presence and became a leading figure in the conservative youth movement. Kirk's organization expanded from campus activism to a nationwide political force, influencing Trump's policies and mobilizing voters in battleground states. Despite opposing popular social issues among young people, such as same-sex marriage and marijuana legalization, he attracted large followings and shaped GOP strategies. His unexpected death leaves a major void in conservative politics, where he had become both a controversial provocateur and a respected influencer across party lines. NATO warplanes from Poland and the Netherlands shot down several Russian drones that entered deep into Polish territory, marking the first such action over a NATO member's airspace. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk called the incident a large-scale provocation, while NATO Secretary General emphasized the alliance's ability to defend every inch of its territory. The drones, believed to be Russian reconnaissance or decoy models, likely tested NATO's defenses rather than being diverted by Ukrainian electronic warfare. The incident forced Poland to temporarily close major airports, activated German, Italian, and Dutch NATO assets, and sparked heightened alert during Poland's ongoing military exercises. Russia denied targeting Poland, while Ukraine and NATO leaders saw the event as a deliberate and dangerous escalation of Moscow's tactics. President Trump has enthusiastically approved a UFC fight on the White House South Lawn for June 2026, showcasing his bold and innovative approach to combining sports, entertainment, and national celebration. The event reflects Trump's long-standing support for UFC, highlighting his ability to attract younger voters and energize fans with a dynamic and unconventional celebration of American culture. The planned festivities, including lasers, fireworks, and fan interactions on the National Mall, demonstrate Trump's flair for large-scale, memorable events that put the nation's capital at the center of global attention. By hosting a historic sporting event at the White House, Trump underscores his vision of leveraging the presidency to celebrate America's milestones in a way that resonates with millions of citizens. The event also exemplifies Trump's track record of blending politics and sports, building national enthusiasm, and positioning the U.S. as a hub for major global sporting events. President Trump has publicly expressed strong support for Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., praising his willingness to challenge the status quo in U.S. health policy. Trump encouraged Kennedy to go wild in reforming health, medicine, and food policy, signaling trust in his innovative approach. Under Trump's backing, Kennedy has pursued major initiatives, including restructuring vaccine advisory panels and reshaping CDC policies, reflecting bold leadership. Despite criticism from some politicians, Trump continues to stand by Kennedy, emphasizing his good intentions and commitment to improving public health. The administration's support for Kennedy demonstrates Trump's dedication to appointing transformative leaders who prioritize accountability and reform over bureaucratic inertia. During high-stakes trade talks with China and Sweden, the Trump administration demonstrated strong leadership in protecting U.S. interests, even as Beijing attempted cyber espionage. Hackers impersonated a congressman to gain insight into American trade strategy, highlighting the effectiveness of Trump's tough stance on China and vigilance against foreign interference. The FBI quickly identified the hacker group APT41, showing that U.S. law enforcement under Trump's oversight was actively safeguarding national security. Despite attempts at intimidation, the administration and lawmakers remained resolute, reinforcing America's position as a formidable negotiator on the global stage. The cyber threats underscored the necessity of Trump's proactive trade policies, which pressure China while ensuring U.S. strategies remain secure. President Trump announced plans to deploy federal troops and immigration agents to Chicago to enforce law and order and address rising crime, demonstrating his commitment to national safety. He described the intervention as a way to clean up our cities, highlighting a proactive approach to protecting citizens and ensuring public security. The administration has previously taken similar actions in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., reflecting a consistent strategy of strengthening law enforcement in major urban centers. Trump's efforts also include targeted immigration enforcement through the Department of Homeland Security, prioritizing the removal of individuals with criminal records to protect communities. The president's decisive leadership in addressing urban crime and immigration challenges underscores his dedication to strong governance and public safety nationwide. President Trump has established a strong working relationship with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, turning once frosty ties into productive dialogue on trade, Ukraine, and China. Trump's direct style and willingness to engage personally has won praise, with von der Leyen adapting her approach to align with his deal-making mindset. The Trump administration secured a significant trade deal with the EU in July, which he described as one of the biggest accomplishments of both sides. While some European critics have attacked the agreement, Trump highlighted its benefits and reaffirmed the U.S. commitment to partnership with Europe. His ability to bring even skeptical European leaders to the table demonstrates his influence on the global stage and success in advancing U.S. interests abroad. The Wall Street Journal highlights how Russia's growing dependence on China for energy exposes a dangerous imbalance, reinforcing Trump's long-standing warnings about Beijing's unchecked leverage. Trump has consistently argued that America must be energy independent, and this pipeline deal between Russia and China shows exactly why relying on foreign powers creates vulnerability. With Europe cutting Russian energy and China exploiting Moscow's desperation, the story underscores Trump's calls for stronger U.S. energy production and dominance. Trump's America First policies contrast sharply with the weakness shown by Russia and Europe as he pushed for fair trade and reduced reliance on adversarial nations. The uneven Russia-China relationship reinforces Trump's position that only a strong, independent America can stand firm against Beijing's growing global influence. Reports show fentanyl use among American workers continues to rise, underscoring the seriousness of the drug crisis that President Trump has consistently warned about and pushed to combat. Random workplace testing reveals much higher fentanyl detection compared to pre-employment screenings, aligning with Trump's long-standing call for tougher, surprise testing to keep workplaces safe. Despite the overall drug-positive rate declining, fentanyl remains the leading synthetic opioid concern, reinforcing Trump's focus on securing the border to stop illegal drugs from entering the U.S. Companies are increasingly adding fentanyl panels and ramping up random drug tests, steps Trump has promoted to strengthen accountability and protect American workers. As overdose deaths involving synthetic opioids begin to decline slightly, Trump's emphasis on law and order policies and drug enforcement appears to be having a positive impact on this ongoing epidemic. Trump is tackling a packed September agenda with determination, working to prevent the government shutdown while standing firm on physical discipline by clawing back billions in foreign aid. He has taken bold leadership in pushing Russia and Ukraine toward peace talks, demonstrating his commitment to ending long-standing global conflicts. Trump's tariff policies, though challenged in court, continue to prioritize American workers and manufacturing, showcasing his willingness to fight for U.S. economic independence. His decisive actions on public safety, including restoring order in Washington, D.C., and considering National Guard deployments to high-crime cities, underscore his law and order stance. Despite partisan pushback, Trump is pressing forward with his America First agenda, providing his resilience and focus on strengthening the nation at home and abroad.